Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Disgaearpg video. Sorry if my voice is still a bit funny, I wouldn't say it's fully recovered, so if it cracks or anything like that during this video, I do apologise in advance. Before I jump into this video, I just want to send my best wishes to Gachalife. Some of you may or may not be aware, Gachalife is actually in hospital. He did get COVID and he's rather unwell. At the moment he's actually in intensive care, so everyone send your love to Gachalife and hope for a speedy recovery. He's a good friend of mine and I just wish him all the best. I know he probably won't see this just now, but I just want him to know that everyone's thinking of him and hopefully everything's quite well soon. But anyway, back to normal. Let's talk about Disgaearpg. If you haven't already, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel and all that stuff. So, it's roadmap time. It's time to talk about what a lot of people have probably been waiting on for quite a while now, because it's the same old story. Once you've done the story mode that's currently available, you just wait for the next set of content to come, and it feels kind of barren if you've not got anything. Well, at least now we know what to expect. And there's not a lot to expect until we get the update. Let's just say it straight away, okay? The start of this month is a little bit light on content. So let's just go through what we've got first of all. We have the end of Netherworld history, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, which is 5 chapters that you can do. A little bit of coinage there, or coinage should I say, I mean quartz, a little bit of quartz you can get from that, which isn't too bad. You've also got permanent conquest battle. Now, at this stage, I'm going to try and find out, but we don't know if they're going to add a new stage in with that, or if it's just for the time being. It's going to become available permanently, but the only stage is still going to be the Prinny stage. That'd be a bit disappointing, to be honest. Hopefully it's going to have a new stage in there, but we'll have to wait and see. EXP and HL boost. It's not very clear on the roadmap, but I'm going to assume that that's probably a bill you can pass in the Dark Assembly. If not, then maybe they're just giving a bonus on stages no matter what. Sometimes you do get that when you go into story modes. It'll say like EXP 1.5, so it could be something like that, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Now if we follow down the actual way that this roadmap is lined out, I'll just go to the next bubble, which isn't until the 10th of next month, okay? So to be honest, that's still a bit of a while away. Sorry, yeah, the 10th of next month. Still a bit of a while away, and it's the Sister Artina gate, okay? Now, I will go through that on a video talking about what teams you can use and stuff like that. Sister Artina is actually quite a good unit, to be completely honest. We'll need to talk about Dark Gates, because there seems to be something that's definitely noticed by the community with regards to Dark Gates, and obviously Maginetna not returning, but we'll talk about that in another video. So yes, we've got the Sister Artina gate. She's going to be back. She's going to be coming for the first time on the 10th of this month. I keep getting, see, because American dates are different from the way we do it in the UK. I keep seeing 9.10 and I'm like the 9th of October. So we've also got login bonus, which is 100 nether quartz each day between the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month, okay? So that's what, 1,500 nether quartz for logging in. It's not bad, I guess. We've also got platinum summons, which is Artina, Zerokin, Fuka and Axel. Based on the way that the puzzle thing has worked up to this point, I'm going to assume that a few of those guys are going to be on that puzzle thing. But again, whether you want to try and complete that or not is obviously dependent on whether or not you did get the 2 gym characters or not. If you're going for that puzzle, good luck to you. We've also got character up summon Fenric. Now, character up summon, I think that's the player's choice thing, and Fenric never won, so I don't really know why Fenric's there, to be honest. Maybe they've just changed it somehow, but I'm pretty sure character up summon is the player's choice thing, and Fenric was nowhere near winning that. I don't understand why he would be on there. Okay, we've also got the return of the Magic Cuties, which is Pure Sicily, Dark Artina. That'll run between the 2nd and the 16th. We've got Fist and Monster Physical characters. That's going to be the 10th to the 16th. And story summons Return of Gordon, Jennifer and Thursday. Now, you can see with the map itself just moving a little bit further along. Gordon, Jennifer and Thursday end up getting added to the main pool, and it ends up being a little bit of, why would you summon for them there? I've got a funny feeling they're probably going to be on this puzzle roadmap as well. We'll need to wait and see, but let's move on. So, we've also got raid event visitors from another realm. I'm going to have to do a little bit of questioning about that, because the way it worked on JP was you got the Desco beta, then you got Desco full, there was another Desco full, and then there was Mal. Thing is, all of those raid events were called visitors from another realm. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be Desco beta, Xeno Desco 2, because we never done the Xeno Desco beta. We started on Desco 1, so in theory this should be Desco 2, but like I say, GP got 3 Desco raids, so I don't know whether we're going to repeat the one we just got, do the new one, or what. If it is the new one, it'll be Sword, Fist and Magical Monster, I think. Or just Magic, sorry. Yeah, Sword, Fist and Magic is what it'll be if it's Desco 2, but we'll need to wait and find out about that. Conclusion of Arc 1 Anecdotal Special Missions, okay, and Arc 1 Anecdote Episode 3 added. So, yeah, we get missions to do that new kind of Part 2 story thing that you've got. It's just 3 chapters. Get some quartz in there. You get some main story EXP 1.5. I mean, unless that counts, I think it does count for that. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got that, but that's going to be running alongside the Asagi event, yes, at this point, which is going to be the 16th. So kind of right in the middle of the month, we're going to have the Asagi event dropping. So this one here is the one that's going to have game dev Asagi. It's this character down at the bottom that I'm currently covering. You'll be able to get her out of there. So that's one you're going to want to make sure to do. Not only that, I mean, it's the first story event we'll probably have had in like, what, 3-4 weeks by that point. So yeah, it'll feel like it's been a long time, but there you go. Right, now moving down, we've got Character Gate Bloodus event. I mean, it's kind of annoying that these characters come back so often, because it just feels like Maginetna is getting completely shafted. Like, I just feel like we're going to have the chance to have Bloodus at like any 9 or something, and he only just came out. It's the same with Pure Flawn. People have got her at like any 7, any 8, stuff like that. And Maginetna, she's just not had that level of return, and it seems a bit poor. If they could actually, I know it'll be a lot of content, but if they could actually put Maginetna in between Sister Artina and Bloodus, or even put Maginetna at the start of the month before Sister Artina, I think that would be really good, and players would be quite appreciative of that. So moving on, we've got the Disgaea 6 commemoration login reward. Now that's going to go alongside the Disgaea 6 banner. I would expect at this point on the 20th that that's probably when they will pay out Z for the assistance event thing that we've been doing. Obviously they put on some kind of multiplier for us to make sure that we hit the target, which is good. But I don't think we'll get that reward until around about the 20th, because it does say he will be paid out at the start, basically, of the Disgaea 6 event on Global. It's not really an event, it's a banner, and it's also a special login. So expect some rewards from that, Zed being one of them. Now, if you move down, for the point that the new version is launched, we're going to have special logins, which is going to be either quartz, prism hides, stuff like that. I think that's just actually going to be like the big board that you log into each day and you pop different things off. I think it's just going to be that, so maybe don't get too excited about that. We're also going to have the new characters being added to the 4-star pool. So Yukimaru, Gordon, Jennifer, Thursday, Harley? Who's Harley? And mid-boss. Who's Harley? Girola Haro? That must be Girola Haro. It's got to be. I don't know who Harley is. Yeah, I'm going to say that's Girola Haro. So that'll be added. They'll be on every banner going forward after that. I don't know about Asagi's banner. Probably will be Asagi's banner, but every banner here on out is going to have those characters in it. There'll be another change made a bit further down the line where Barbara and Xenolith will be added to the banner, but once that happens, that's us. We're caught up with the same pool that JP have, and JP haven't added to it yet, so you need to wait for that. We're going to have Fist and Staff character pickup summons on the 24th. Nobody cares about that. We're going to have the banner for Asagi and Overlord Asagi, which obviously you knew when you seen the story event. Obviously that's when a lot of people are going to summon. We still don't know yet if that's going to have 5-step pity. Hopefully it does. Need to wait and see. During all this, there is going to be a special platinum summon, which is going to have Salvatore and Crystal. I would expect this banner to have pity on it. That's the way that the platinum banners have been going. So I expect this one to have 5-step pity, but unless you get really lucky with Asagi, no one's going to have any quartz left for that. And obviously you're going to have the Disgaea 6 summon for 4-star Z and 4-star Magdalene. But I don't know, it's hard to justify summoning on a banner where you're going to get a lot of one character for free down the line. Zed, for example, when the Disgaea 6 event comes out, he's actually the free-to-play character for that event. So he is a great character, but he's actually the free-to-play character for that event. And you end up getting like another 5 or 6 copies of Zed. So you can actually get Zed to any 7 for free. It's just going to take time, but it does come further down the line. So just bear that in mind. I'll talk about that in a bit more detail in another video. So moving on to later in the month, and this is really the end of the month now, we're going to have on the 30th, so literally just in September, we're going to get Zeno Fuka. Okay, Zeno Fuka, the badass, is going to come out on the 30th of September, which technically means that yes, we will have had a badass in September, although for one day. So yeah, Zeno Fuka is going to come out on the 30th. Also on the 30th, they're going to celebrate the half year, which means every single day we will get a free summon, a free 10 summon, and characters like Yukimaru, Gordon, Jennifer Thursday, Mid-Boss and Laharo are on that banner, okay? So you'll get a free summon at that every day. You'll get login rewards, special battles, special missions, bill up events, item drop rate up, which is going to be good, okay? Item drop rate up is going to be when you run the item world. You've got basically double the chance of getting a rare, double the chance of getting a legendary. Still low rates, but it's obviously going to be better than what we've had. And finally, to celebrate the half anniversary, you're going to have a banner with New Year Rosalind and Dark Santa Laharo that has 5-step pity. Again, it's not amazing, but it's still something for people who maybe never got them and have been holding out for those characters. So that's it. You know what it's like, guys. In the first video, I just kind of gloss over the roadmap, talk about it. I'll give you a quick snapshot. My overall feelings are, it's a decent month. I think the start of the month's a little bit lighter on content. I mean, yeah, we've got like Netherworld History, we've got the new Dark Gate that we can do. But I mean, outside of those two things, there's not really a lot going on. Then when we get into the second part of the month, I mean, there's actually not that much going on either. It's like, other than the one story event and raids running side by side, that's pretty much it. So hopefully from here on out, we can start to get a more steady stream of content. I think that from speaking to people, most people have set that they do like to have 2 events per month. Unfortunately, I think going forward, that's not going to happen because yes, we've still got a bit of time to go before we catch up with JP, but eventually, if we're going to be like JP, we would have pretty much the set rotation, which is one story event, a few Dark Gates, like they come quite a lot on JP, a raid, and that's pretty much it. I would actually say, in all honesty, unless you're a player like me who's still catching up on JP, if you are up to date, we probably get more to do right now than JP do. JP generally get a raid event, a story event. Sometimes they get like a silly little once a day kind of stage, but realistically they don't have more to do than us. So probably makes sense that we're going at this pace just now. It's maybe just something we're going to have to get used to. What I would say personally, and again, it's up to you guys what you want to do, If you feel that you're burning through content too quickly, maybe stop using a macro. I mean, I see it all the time. People go on, oh my god, I finished all the content in one day. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, you used a macro. Obviously, you finished it in one day. If you space out your content a little bit more, if you do it manually, you're probably not going to burn through it as fast, and you might not feel like there's nothing for you to do. But anyway, guys, I've been Hayzink. If you've got anything you want to say about today's video, comment down below, let me know. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm going to be back with a lot of videos talking about all these different things in greater detail. So as always, I'll catch you in the next one. And again, sending out my love to Gacha Talks. See ya.